chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what. No, he's going Ness. All right, here we go. Here we go. If there's one thing I know, it is Ness and Pikachu.
Hopefully they're doing it for Foe here. We got Z versus Foe on the main stage.
Classic.
Vegas stand up.
And it's the Smashville too? Let's go. Oh, that was a misinput. Definitely meant to jump out of that
Like you were saying, you play this a lot. Obviously, the homie from way back is going to be playing his Pikachu to warm up your Ness. What are one of the things you got to watch out? What's some of the stuff you got to watch out for here? Just that. Obviously, Yo-Yo on the ledge.
Well, first off, Pikachu just loses to disjoints. So you're going to see a lot of aerials coming out. Also, ShinyMark does not have the freedom in this matchup to just QA quick attack everywhere because he's going to pretty much hit a wall, which is Ness's neutral air. And also, Yo-Yo, you see how tricky ShinyMark is going to have to be.
Hit him with the fire into the thunder, tried to go for it all there.
Yeah, so Pikachu's honestly just going to have a hard time dealing with these hitboxes. So I think the matchup is 50-50. Personally, just how long I played it, because Ness also has an extreme disadvantage.
Well, you were getting first in most of the tournaments, and Z was getting second in most of the tournaments. So I'm going to say it's a little less than even, but I like what you were saying.
Me personally, some people out there might probably think Pikachu wins. Some people might think Ness, but it just really depends on who you're talking. That's going to kill.
Yeah.
Because Pikachu's also a super lightweight, so that's something you have to look out for.
I wish that they would add Fat Pikachu to the game. Maybe
Gen 1 Pikachu.
Yeah. I need a
big back Pikachu.
I need a Bowser-sized Pikachu in the game.
Oh, excellent. So this was where you might actually see Syrup struggle. Excellent spacing from ShinyMark, but he doesn't land the hit.
Oh, gets sniped out of the
Drag
air
down to the down smash. Is that going to kill? No, it's not. But Syrup does not have a jump. How does he make it back? Early PK Thunder 2. Very respectable.
Wow, right to the ledge, too. Very good trajectory.
Yeah, we can draw circles, bro. Nessmane's got shapes.
Y'all got shapes like crazy. I seen some crazy stuff from Sins last night.
Disjoint's coming out, and ShinyMark already knows that he cannot quick attack on. That one's going to kill them.
Oh, unfortunate there, but what you're looking for as Pikachu, one of the things ShinyMark loves to do is this below stage stuff. I feel like he does it to try to reset neutral quickly. It's like his quick offhand way to do it. I think Syrup's doing it as well, but
down air to the up air.
Them Converses hit. I had a conversation.
I love the Dragon Ball noise it makes when you meteor smash someone. Like the meteor bound. That's gonna. What an up smash, bro. And Syrup just in dominant control of this matchup. I feel like if there was anyone that Syrup did not want to, or ShinyMark didn't want to run into, it's this guy. Honestly.
I feel like if there's any person that Syrup could have wished to commentate this one, it's you. So I'm going to try to keep it chill on this one.
Gets the magnet, guaranteed aerials out of it. ShinyMark does find the opening here. Gets the heal too. And that's just another part of the matchup is that you give Ness his nutrients. He's going to absorb it, bro.
Yeah, I feel the same way. That's kind of what I was going to allude to, but didn't want to make a...
ShinyMark has to make this count. He does. 100% makes it count.
Oh, little...
And that's the disadvantage that I'm talking about. That's the type of things that you have to do in this matchup, because other than that, Ness is going to beat you in the air-to-air. But off stage is a whole different beast. That is Pikachu's domain.
Trying to get those tiptoes going, but here comes the combo strings. Neutral,
huge lock. And there's no platform in his way to prevent this from happening. 65% for ShinyMark. Still pushing the issue. Evading the disjoints of Ness. He waits for it. He gets the reset.
Yummy. Eat those. Thank you for that.
Misses the grab. Oh my god.
Whiff the grab is so unfortunate there, but he's continuing.
Calls out the jump.
He's layering these options as much as he can. He's off stage, doesn't want to be down there.
Yo, what is Syrup doing, bro? He's playing a dangerous game. But you know what? We take gambles. Why not?
Oh,
gets the back air.
What's the mix-up on the ledge?
Yo-yo perhaps. No. Because ShinyMark's going to mix up. He yo-yos anyways.
Okay.
ShinyMark was so just ready for it. He's thinking so many steps ahead. He doesn't have a jump.
Syrup has the middle of the stage.
But he's going to heal.
Now given to ShinyMark. Straight up to the sky. This is only game one.
No jump for Syrup. This is such a bad spot to be in.
Oh my God.
He's just a sitting duck.
He can't air duck.
But he lands aggressively.
He said, you need a duck. Oh, tries to get that back air. Does hit the neutral.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's such a big part of the matchup. You have to be so careful with your quick attacks, and Syrup was just ready for it.
Yo, yo, yo. Caught him exactly when you needed
Yin,
to.
yo.
That was different.
Oh.
Yeah, like you were saying, in the scramble, even our hearts are racing up here.
There's just so many things that Pikachu has to respect.
Yeah.
And Syrup is doing such a great job not getting opened up with grabs either. And even at the end, he was not panicking at all.
Exactly.
He just let himself be in disadvantage. He was comfortable just tumbling down and taking hits because he realized he's not going to die.
Yeah.
He'd rather just take a hit. He doesn't have a jump. But then he lands aggressively with a down air, and it lands. The kid is so accurate.
That down air is like, okay, yeah, I've been floating for the last 2 minutes, but you do not get in my zone. Sends him to meteoring to the stage, and gets game one.
Yeah, I mean, ShinyMark still throughout all of that, keeping things so close.
Latam about to pop off. Syrup trying to do it for the gang.
I love the pivot up tilts too. Just waits for the air dodge. Huge hits coming out already.
Yeah, 80 to 30. But
love that from Syrup, just pulling it out early.
Yeah, you got to respect that. That's one of the reasons I've always been like, hey, why don't you guys just go kill foe off the side?
Oh.
That is why you don't just
exactly.
go get that. Going to get a little bit of extra help there, but the neutral is going to put him on this top platform. Big meteor smash.
Yeah, Ness is definitely the kind of character that once he's in disadvantage, you press that. You don't let him sleep, and that's kind of what you see ShinyMark do. That's why he got hit by the PK Thunder too, but the angle that Syrup recovered at was just so absurd that you can't really be too prepared for that.
I feel like a lot of these players today are a little nervous, especially.
That was almost a kill.
Yeah, that was.
If Syrup was a little bit faster, that was a kill with the up air.
That was a curb stomp.
Yeah, and honestly, ShinyMark, Syrup's been landing these down airs pretty frequently.
Yeah, he's only really got 4 or 5, 6 hits into this game, and has him at 101 Dalmatians.
All right, just free damage here. Not even going to bother going for Thunder. Going to send out some jolts just for some extra pressure.
Ooh,
and now,
this that foe stuff right here.
This is what you're going to have to be careful about. I love that from ShinyMark because I was just thinking he's at back throw percent, so ShinyMark took it upon himself to grab first, and he grabs again. He's actually beating Syrup at his own game here.
Who grabs first? Was it ShinyMark?
He's respecting the magnet. He's not using that option. Instead, he's being aggressive with it, but so is Syrup using this disjoint here.
Oh.
And you can't space that enough.
There's that wall. There's that wall.
Has the up smash.
Big wall you're running into right there in the yo-yo. He could get the baseball bat if he wants. There's a whole bunch of different ways to send this Pikachu
He's
fly.
pushing it.
Forward air, forward air. Not going to get anything. Quick attack gets him back and gets some damage.
Okay. More just tumbling down from Syrup. And I love that reverse reverse magnet as well. Like, we're just keeping the movement options fresh. That looks like it could have been a mistake.
Yeah, footstool a little more than he
You got to go for it. But not like that.
We take those.
Not like that. No, Syrup is a genius.
No, that was
he
smart.
expected ShinyMark to go down there, so he reverses it, takes them both out.
Different mindset.
Like, if you're dead, do something different that could potentially kill you both. Take the risk. And right now, ShinyMark is taking so much damage.
The risk meeting the reward. ShinyMark going to reset into center stage with that quick attack. Back air, 2 feet.
Yep, and you can see already, whenever Syrup expects the quick attack, he already has a neutral air ready, but ShinyMark is playing above it all.
He landed. Found in center stage.
Uh-oh.
Neutral into a nice little aerial combo. That was a little inch of death right there.
Yo!
He might be dead soon.
Advantage state, and this is where ShinyMark could really take off.
He had his jump. He's going to use it there. Magnet into the center.
Dude, Syrup is so good at just grabbing ledge.
And not
he just
being
floats to
scared
ledge.
in the moment, too. You're getting.
He doesn't panic.
Oh, Rainbow not going to get him.
Ooh, we're playing tricky. Oh, boy.
Dance, 3-3 rock around.
If ShinyMark gets hit by a single magnet, it's the game. So that's why you see it being thrown out from Syrup here. What a dash attack! That's going to kill the DI. I believe that was a mix.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have killed normally, but
he was at
nonetheless.
exactly 107, which is what he got him on the back throw before. So if he would have landed that, I believe he would have went for it. ShinyMark playing it very smart. Goes for the Pikachu. Use tackle.
Yeah.
Gets the dub right there, 1-1.
That's one of Pikachu's old reliables, and it has to be considering you don't have your Thunder.
Yeah.
I mean, you do, but is it worth the risk to throw it out to someone who can heal?
Nah, not at that moment
Like
right there.
That's just a giant mega meal for someone like Ness.
Especially at that point there. He could have literally got himself out of the tight spot.
No more Smashville.
Seems like we're playing crew battles here, but we're not. We're not.
Yeah, ShinyMark's like, I'll start at 2 stocks. I think I got it figured out now.
I like that they switched the cam, too. Shout out to our production staff here, killing it in every way this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Been fun to hang out with them, too.
And
Some
look
of the
at how
guys.
Look at how full the venue is now, too.
Dude.
When you get here at 11 a.m., it's like, oh, yeah, there's like a couple people. They're like playing friendlies. But now you got the cosplayers
Look at that.
in the building. So
look
big
at that
shout out.
Giant ShinyMark back there.
Yeah.
Chilling.
On the left.
MK Leo sitting front stage. Don't ever say that he don't do this, man. He out here watching from the front row.
Yep, definitely big shout-outs to the EXPO right now. We actually are running it back. I'm not exactly sure what that was about.
Oh,
no, it was the wrong color. It was the wrong color. He had the XY hat on.
Oh, okay. That probably shouldn't matter, but Capitancito
Oh, no, it does.
Capitancito told me he was wearing the wrong clothes one time, and that's why he lost. So I'll believe anything you guys Smashers say. Johns are Johns.
I'm actually so surprised that ShinyMark is trading with Ness's forward air with Portal.
This is the second game that he's gotten.
This should be the stock.
This is the second game that he started from 0 to 100 real quick. ShinyMark looking warmed up in the matchup.
Looking great. Well-oiled machine, yeah.
Z is somewhere smiling, saying, I knew I couldn't do it all these years. Drag down into a couple of aerials. Whip, 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 whip that tail. Tail whip, tail whip, tail whip.
No way.
Oh my gosh.
That was actually insane.
I thought he was dead.
Just something to go for. Almost works out, but ShinyMark just too wise to it, aware.
It did do a lot of damage. Finally getting the thunder to go. Everything going right for ShinyMark here.
Oh my god.
Literally his
That's it. No, but the air dodge, the secret third jump of Ness makes it back. And that's actually so respectable from Syrup too, because that's not an option that he chooses hardly at all.
Dash attack, gonna take it.
And right now, ShinyMark pretty much playing as flawlessly as you can.
The baseball bat comes out, that's when you know it's real. That's the first time we've seen that option here. Chase down, not going to do too much.
Yeah, I feel like Syrup right now might be playing a little impatient. He's off the stage. And ShinyMark, all he's doing is just waiting for Syrup to throw out an aerial. And he's punishing it.
Yeah, he knows.
That should
curb
be...
stomp. At this point, though, okay.
Tricky. Yeah. He's tricky with it. He's tricky with it. Respect.
Great. He might have to switch stages, man. I feel like what we've done here.
What in the ShinyMark are these options?
Headbutt, 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 headbutt.
All right, yeah. That's
back throw later.
And then Syrup is going to get one on the board.
He said stop playing games. Now,
tally it up.
ShinyMark did the 0 to death. If Syrup can find it in himself here, you can have a tie-up maybe, but he just seems too locked in right now. Ooh, neutral. Get him up in the sky.
Just goes for it. Just goes for it. ShinyMark up 2-1 against the opposition.
Was that ShinyMark or was that Sonic's way out there in the blast zone doing a forward air?
It's very Sonic's-esque. Speaking of that, I mean, Sonic and Pikachu pretty much have the same forward air.
True.
I don't know which one I think is better. I mean, I would say Pikachu is clearly cooler because it has electricity, but I've seen Sonic kill at absurd. I think it just sends out a nastier angle.
Yeah,
I
feel like it. If you get one, the second one is like almost gotta kill, for Sonic at least. But it's kind of like what we saw with Greninja. You know, he died. I asked Tomato yesterday. He died at like 60, bro. He died at like 55 out there. Wild.
I'm wondering if we could see a switch from Syrup, who's had so much success with his Steve, but also. The last time these two played, I believe he actually took it with the Ness. But we're taking this time to really think things through, and it looks like we're committed, and we're going FD as well.
That's crazy. I don't know if it's the faux power or what, but the Ness is staying out for us here. I like going FD here. Like I said, I wanted to see a switch up. There's some things that can happen at the bottom of this map that aren't so easy breezy. Nice forward air swing.
Yep. Oh man, the Syrup. Maybe
yes, sir!
I was going to say maybe a little hesitant because I feel like there's opportunities for grabs there, but ShinyMark for sure is definitely going to land his.
Yeah, gonna let him get his off first and then maybe strike later.
That's bad.
Yeah, goes a little bit farther than he'd like there on the trajectory. He's going to use his jump and then the third special jump. Comes with the air
Gets
dodge.
the back air.
Back air like he don't care.
That's like an aerial back throw. Ness has a lot of moves that's like his forward tilt, just ground back throw.
Hey,
back air, just air back throw, you know?
Shout out to all my psychic children out there. Appreciate y'all.
I actually do like this from Syrup. I think this is a great counter pick just because Pikachu has less, like his landing options are way more straightforward here.
Yeah, and if you want to do that stuff under the map, there's like a cone down there.
Exactly.
Might have some kind of way.
I mean, ShinyMark's still capable of doing it because he has Skull Bash.
He's too good at it, but I feel you.
What
117. He is going to be living though. He is going to use his jump, get the trajectory here. He is going to get thunder shot though.
Wow, and he's in the stage. You hate to see it. Hey, I feel for my Ness mates out there.
Oh, he said, look, Nick, it don't matter. I can still do it. Shows me going one side to the other, but at least making him sweat on the angle a little bit.
Not going to see the yo-yo. I mean, because ShinyMark's just mixing his recoveries up so well.
Never mind. It might be worse on this map. Throws him back.
He
got tricky with it.
He doesn't have the platforms to, quick attack on, but he certainly does still have a lot of area he could traverse under the stage. That's not going anywhere.
Starting to get his combo going as well. 31% into the tackle.
Disengaging his ShinyMark, and he's going to run up and get that grab. That's
crazy trajectory. I know we're using that a lot, but back throw at 90, 103.
Free damage with the PK Thunder. This is like up smash territory with ShinyMark playing on the ledge, but I love that Syrup recognizing. Hits yet another back air.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think that it would be so deadly, but just leaning out.
Nah, the sweet spot is insane.
Hitting the lazy boy with the two Converses sideways goes crazy. Oh, magnet.
Oh, the Nair doesn't come out. He was too low with his magnet, but he's doing a great job calling out ShinyMark's jumps with these multi-hits. Also punishes the quick attack. Going to go ahead and get some more grabs. Send out a PK Thunder, because why not? Free damage. He actually circles it around quite safely. He doesn't actually chase for it.
Ooh, dash attack not going to hit, though. Unfortunate, but there's the back air. Going to have a little mix-up under the ground here. He's going right side. Back to ledge again.
Oh, my God. It's ShinyMark.
It has looked like ShinyMark's combos have been kind of way better than Syrup's, but he's starting to put it on in this game for game 2.
Oh my God, is that it?
Got him.
I mean, I think that was really cute what ShinyMark just tried right there, but like, if you have to grab ledge, a hitbox is going to be there waiting for you.
Hit the yo-yo, gabba gabba.
That was such a great counter pick from Syrup. Such a great counter pick. There just wasn't many places to go for Syrup to land on stage, so that's why you saw him like opting to go underneath so much. But I mean, Pikachu at the ledge, it's not the safest feeling fighting against Ness because you can't really QAC back on with the Nair. Like I said, you're just essentially running into a wall a lot of the times when Ness is just standing there.
Like you were saying, yeah, you can run into a yo-yo, you can run into a baseball bat, you can run into a magnet. There's a bunch of things that he can do, but ShinyMark still seems to be getting his combo game off. So sitting at 2-2 right here, we have to find a victor. You cannot tie. Where do you think this one's going, man? You got to give it up to Ness, huh?
Platform like Hollow Bastions.
Syrup staying with the Ness.
There's just a lot of things that ShinyMark is respecting and has to respect in this matchup here. And being a lightweight when you're fighting against a child with nothing but kill potential and disjoints, like, you have to play so perfectly on the stage. And right now, this is a great opener for ShinyMark. It looks like he might want to bring this to the platform to reset things even further. Yep, there's the grab into the platform we go. A little bit of verticality, but we're going to break that with a neutral air.
So unfortunate that he dropped that because that looked like a combo that could have lasted a year. But right when he got off that platform, just a little unspaced, sends him back into a scramble here.
Wow, and all hits of the forward are connecting that low. It's actually really good for ShinyMark. And now being on the ledge here, sitting out a PK Thunder, that could have been bad. Yeah, that could have been really bad, but ShinyMark confidently actually quick attacking into him. It's going to be a big punish. Drag down. No up smash, though.
Okay, great shielding there.
And now, is this the yo-yo? No, but ShinyMark again opting to mix up underneath the stage. Just going to go ahead, tomahawk over the PK Fire, keeping Syrup off the stage, and this is exactly what you have to do.
There's that jolt again.
Shortens the distance. It's perfectly played. ShinyMark doing his homework.
Unfortunate there. He's going to continue to be tricky under the ledge. You can't find me up top. I'm doing combos up here, and I'm staying alive down here.
Okay, tell you what. I'll change my answer. Depending on your elo, right? I think It's 50-50 at a top level. I think Ness can win at a lower level, but at top level, I definitely think it's 50-50. Because you're seeing what a Pikachu is capable of with proper matchup knowledge and execution.
Well, I just think what sends it over the edge for a player like Syrup is the fact that you can eat.
That's it.
You can eat a lot of this, and yeah, that ledge situation just looks tougher and tougher for ShinyMark every time.
Yeah, he didn't have a jump, so he couldn't use Skull Bash underneath the stage, so he had to commit to grabbing the ledge, and the hitbox is just there waiting for him. And now Syrup has a huge opportunity to bring this back. I mean, ShinyMark's just been opening up so well in the neutral. Was that out of a jump? But that was a beautiful tech.
Yeah,
best case scenario for Syrup.
Technology goes insane right there, gets him right where he needs to, and finds himself back on the ledge.
And ShinyMark is playing so well outside of Syrup's hitboxes.
I've been seeing him go for this down air a lot. I don't know how insane of an option it is, but it's more like a snipe to me. You got to get it.
Nair to detail.
Back air at the bottom of the floor. Oh, gives it back to him.
Dude, that was risky. Like, that back air would have taken him out, but Syrup firing back with back airs of his own, and he's trying to put up this wall.
Back air once again. He's finding faith in the back air. He does mix him up for just a second. He thought maybe he was going to go this way.
That's a shield break. No, ShinyMark gets out of there and he punishes.
Got a little too overconfident on the yo-yo there. Even had the Ness main thinking.
Yeah, but ShinyMark is just smooth with it. Yeah. Excellent recovery, not even challenging the yo-yo there. And now it's crunch time. This is Syrup on his tournament stock. Getting the up smash, that's not going to kill, but a back throw will. So you might actually see ShinyMark opt to pull out more grabs of his own. He's getting chased down.
Where are you going to
Aerials
go with
coming
this?
out left and right. Oh my god, it's a scramble. But the trip coming out allows ShinyMark to get some sort of space here.
They are pressing every button, foe. Where do we go from here? 58 damage, extra tacked on.
No,
Syrup needs to get this stock. He needs it now.
ShinyMark is playing out of his mind. He's playing so evasive. Like, you see the buttons coming out. That back throw is going to do it. It's not easy to avoid
hard to catch that
everything that ShinyMark, everything that Syrup is throwing out. That's tech. Dude, just like that, ShinyMark is going to take it over Syrup in a well-fought 3-2 battle.
I'm going to make up a word here, a milli-inch to the left, and he would have been safe to tech that, but perfectly, insanely spaced by ShinyMark.
No, seriously.
Is going to take down Syrup, and wow, was that a battle.
Let me just tell you something. The way ShinyMark played that was so flawless because what he was doing there, and I'm going to give away trade secrets. I'm sorry, Ness mains, but the way to beat us is you just have to play outside of our hitboxes. We're not fast. If you do exactly what ShinyMark did and just be the more patient player, Ness is going to whiff aerials and they're punishable. Yeah. He doesn't have Mario's Nair. He doesn't have Fox Link. He doesn't have a Wolf Nair.
He
has disjoints, but they're punishable.
After ShinyMark got hit by like 3 or 4 back airs, he was like, okay, I think I know the range now. Yeah. Exactly where I need to be.
And he was just playing right outside of those hitboxes, and you saw at the very end, he waited for Syrup to throw out an up air and was like, I'm here with my down air. Boom. See ya.
There we go. Some of the cosplayers from the party last night scrambling in. Is that Gimmer? Chilling in. All right.
Cool. And it looks like on this stream we do have one more match before we throw it over to the mainstream, guys. So hopefully thus far it's been great. I hope you guys have been having as much fun as me and Nick have had here.
Is that all we do is just have fun, bro?
That's what we have. Hopefully you guys in the chat and at the expo as well have been having as much fun as us, because we're going to close things out here pretty soon with this last match. Yeah. Who could it be? Who are we going to be looking at? Who haven't we seen yet? I mean, a lot. But
I think it's crazy how we just be chilling. We don't even be looking at the bracket. But massive, massive shout out to VGBootCamp 1, VGBootCamp 2. Guys, if you're not subscribed to VGBootCamp, you're bugging. I be catching them all the time on my YouTube feed, and you can too by just hitting the subscribe button, whether it's Twitch, whether it's YouTube.
Man, after this, I'm feeling a little armed and dangerous. You feel me?
What you just saw, you learned some stuff, huh? You might go out there.
Well, I'm just saying, I actually brought my, I brought my arm.
Maybe I'll get you.
I brought my mask.
No, you gonna get out there in
I
the
brought
cosplay?
the wig. Yeah, for those of you who saw my picture on Twitter, I didn't do anything. My hair is still the same. I was just wearing a wig. I was wearing a Bucky wig. But I might actually put on the suit now.
You're gonna put it on again.
Again.
Excited to see Foe in some cosplay. Excited to see what the rest of the day holds. Guys, do not leave your seats. All you're going to need is the edge of it, because it's going to continue to be the best Smash tournament you've ever seen in your life. This is the loser side on VG1 is those winners, and it's going to be going for the rest of the day, baby, until we find a winner.
I find it so crazy that that's Syrup's run. Because, I mean, like, being probably the best Steve in North America,
and then